Good morning everyone, welcome to my latest hunt. This one's more of a mental health hunt if anything, if I'm honest. Do you ever have those days where you just have to get out for a couple of hours, just listen to the waves crashing, that sort of thing? That's one of those days for me. I've got the 6-inch coil on today, as you can probably see here, a little baby coil, because today I'm going to be poking around some loose rocks. So I don't really need the big coil. I kind of want to separate which targets which where possible. But also, if I show you around here, just checking little crevices like this. Now I know there's already signals in this one, so I'll be checking that out in a moment. Moving along, I think there was another one over here as well. So these are always good spots to check on a rocky beach, guys. You just never know what's going to pull in there. Generally speaking, probably sinkers, especially in this number range here, 16, 17. But jewellery falls under those numbers as well. So we'll see what we find. Might even keep you on for this one. Don't even know why I'm pinpointing that. The coil's that small, I don't really need to pinpoint. But we'll see what we got. Probably a sinker. As I say, today I'm not fussed. Even if I don't find anything much, today's more about just getting out, getting some fresh air. If I clean up the beach at the same time, so be it. And the cleanup has begun. That is a very old sinker. It goes white like that. It's been down there a while. Awesome. Let's keep going. Guys, I was going to show you what I found out of that first little crevice in the intro video. However, the water is so cold today that even just foraging in that tiny little crevice, a bit like that one here, my hand was almost purple. The water is really cold today, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to move over to the dry sand. There's a bunch of rocks I would show you, but there's a bunch of people sitting there as well. So for privacy reasons, can't really show you it till I get there. You'll see the terrain shortly. But yeah, let's see what we can find in the dry sand today, guys. Not interested in a hard hunt today. Moving on. Section that you're looking at right now, normally I can't see any of these rocks. These are normally hidden by sand, so this is a good thing, guys. I kind of wish I had the bigger coil with me just to do an initial sweep over the area. It would be a lot more efficient. However, the little coil's handy for getting in and among everything, and as you can see, while I've been in the process of doing that, I've found 25 to 26. That's a pretty good sounding signal too, nice and strong. So I'll turn you off, but I'll show you what I get when I find it. Cheers. Hey, it wasn't too deep down, just here. I've pulled out a heart. Now I reckon, because there's writing on this, but it's really old, I reckon this might be an old dog tag. You can see how it's broken off, so it's obviously snapped off. Yeah, definitely engraving on there. I don't know if it's a name or a number at this point. Possibly numbers. Yeah, I can see some numbers there. I'd say that's been down here a very long time, but that would make sense given that these rocks are normally not visible at all. So I'm really keen to see what else I can find now, guys. Let's keep going. This one here is interesting, guys. I've taken a couple of scoops out so far. Initially it was coming up 38, 39, some rusty grunts. I've had a lot of these on the beach already that I haven't filmed because they have turned out to be big rusted relics. You know, big bolts, that sort of thing, stuff that I can't actually get out of the ground easily. So this one, before filming, I dug a couple of scoops to see if the numbers would change. So bear in mind, it was a 38, 39 with some grunts. It is now a much more constant 26, 27. So I am getting closer. I think I've still got a bit of work to do, because if I show you with another scoop here, I'm actually on rock at the moment. So you can see it there. Bit of rock, bit of clay as well. So clay's good. It means that I'm not going to get too much deeper than this. Hopefully the target's going to be easy to extract. But I'll turn you off. I'll let you know when I've got it. You might want to laugh at my expense there, guys. So straight after I turn the camera off, I put the Nox back in the hole. Absolutely nothing. Check the pile where I've been scooping out. Absolutely nothing. Checked my scoop, which was over here. I ended up dumping it out here. Boom. So in that scoop that you saw in the video, I'd actually extracted the target. Let's find out what it is, guys. We all have those moments, believe me. And the winner is good old 2-cent piece. But yeah, we'll all do that at least once in our detecting hobby. Hope I gave you a laugh. Let's move on. Another wacky one. 15 to 17. Still a bit of digging to go. But there should be a clay base here as well. So hopefully not too much feather. Let's see what we got. Here we have, that's a 20-cent piece, but I think it's a special edition one. Looks like I might have a World War II one there. Possibly. I'll have a look when I get home. We'll clean it up a little bit. Let's keep going. Right around here we've got, it's coming at 1, but I'm also getting like an 8, 9 there. Most likely going to be rubbish, being up where people would sit, but I'm not sure at this point. Curiosity does get the better of me with a lot of these targets, and that's not a bad thing. I think if we get too complacent and only dig what we consider to be a good signal, then we're going to miss some pretty interesting finds. This is almost impossible to dig with the scoop, guys. We've got a pretty constant 1 now. Always got to be careful with these scoops, especially if you've got one like mine that has a point, to not get the point jammed under a rock like that and then try to pull back. You're going to break your scoop. They are tough, but they're not that tough. That said, shout out to Cedo Scoops. I would not be without my Cedo Scoop on the beach. They are awesome construction. We've actually got 2 of them. I'm using the larger one here. But yeah, very, very cool item. Let's see what we got. We're pretty close to whatever it is. Seems to be a bit further down than lightweight rubbish. Oh, yep. See, I would not, oh no, I thought that was 1 cent for a sec. Thought the numbers were completely wrong, but no, that's a 5-cent piece. So the reason why I was probably getting a constant 1 is that it's probably been up on its side. I've been scanning over that and getting a 1, occasionally getting the side, which has been more of a 9, 10. Double checking the hole. Nothing there. Let's keep going. Here we've got very similar to my last target. Jumping around a bit more than that though. I did have a constant, yeah, 8, 9, thereabouts. There's grunts as well though, so we'll see what we got. Haven't pulled this one out yet. I know what it is. It's right there. Can you see it? Looking for green. It is another 5-cent piece. And again, doing our homework, we know with that kind of colour that it's been down there for some time. So fingers crossed for maybe some older jewellery. I've found a few rings on this beach, so we never know. Let's keep going. 23 to 35. Couple of grunts. Let's see what we got. We have a winner. I'm thinking, going by that size, we've got another 2-cent piece. Can't really tell at this point. Oh yep, the copper's showing through, so yep, that'll definitely be a 2-cent piece. Whoop, that I've just thrown away. Please tell me I'm not the only person who does that. Alright, moving on. Next target, This one's getting a bit closer to the cliff edge. You can sort of see it's a bit wacky again, but I mean all of my targets have been wacky. The last 3 or 4, as you would have seen, they all grunted in one way or another, and they've pretty much all been coins. So this one's going everywhere between a 13 and a 39. More grunts. Going to be a lot of rocks to move, so I'll be back in a bit. I haven't got the target yet, but I just wanted to show you now that I've moved a couple of those rocks on the top. Haven't done any digging yet. That already the signal is settling down quite a bit, so I'm not getting those high 30s tones anymore. Getting more of a constant 15 to 18. So yeah, it always pays to dig a scoop, move some rocks, just get a little bit closer to your target. You might get a bit more of a consistent signal. All right, let's keep going. It wasn't too much feather. I still did have quite a few rocks to move, but you know, probably only 6-inch deeper digging. Awesome. This is my first ever pre-decimal off this particular beach. So we have here, and it's in lovely condition, a 1952 threepence. I don't know how well you can see that at the moment, guys, but I will show you in the wrap-up. It's in lovely condition. So this is a silver coin, not that you can tell at the moment with the colours it's turned. Beautiful, Queen Elizabeth on the back. Very happy with that. Wonder what else I'll find in the area. Let's keep going. Next up, just as wacky as the last one that turned out to be a threepence. So 17 to 21 is probably the most common numbers I saw come up, but then we're getting high grunts as well. It's a really faint signal, so I think this one's going to be down at the clay, which could be a foot down. My sensitivity's turned right up at the moment, so it's set to 23. Normally I wouldn't have it up that high if I was using the 11-inch coil because of the amount of interference it would get, but with the 6-inch coil I do find I can push it that little bit further, and since I'm prepared to dig that far I may as well have it cranked up. Let's see what we got. I suppose since I mentioned it on the last target about moving a layer and then scanning again, that I'd better show you the same thing with this one. So after moving those top couple of rocks, okay, we're still wacky. I thought it had become more stable. It's actually probably gone more crazy. I'm intrigued. Let's keep going. Still going on the same hole, guys. Getting pretty far down. So you notice my groundhog tool's probably level with the sand. So yeah, probably a good 10-inch down now. I can actually see the edge of a 50-cent piece. So I'm going to pull that out and then I'm going to see whether I can pinpoint anything else in the hole, because I have a feeling that there's more than one target here. So that's our 50 cent. It's actually a special one by the looks. Certainly is. Can't remember which one that is, but I'll let you know in the wrap-up. Put that away. Pinpointer in the hole. Okay, nothing with the pinpointer. Assuming I've got it on. Yes, I do. Wouldn't be the first time I've tried to do it and it's not been on. Let's have a final scan. Nope, so that was it. So isn't that interesting? You know, a 50-cent piece would normally ring up, I think it's about a 17 thereabouts. As you saw on the screen, that one had every number you could possibly imagine, grunts, the whole works. So yeah, dig everything on a beach. Let's keep going. Thought I'd satisfy my curiosity and just stick my detector in right at the edge of the cliff here. I don't know how well you guys can see. There's a little bit of soil in there. Have a funny feeling that our lucky coin, the 5 cent, might be sitting there as well. Let's see if I can keep you on for this one. Could be a little bit difficult to maneuver. So try and turn you up here. Alright. I apologise if you can't see anything. I do have it in my hand. Back down here. If I can see what I've got. Ah, there we go. Got a bullet. I find them at every beach, honestly, guys. Let's keep going. I had a signal here that was a little bit wacky, so I've moved this rock here off that spot there. 24.25. I'll take that. I mean, yep, I'm not going to be able to scoop that one. Going by what I've had so far, wouldn't mind betting I've got another 2-cent piece. Ooh, this is going to be another tricky dig. So I'm just trying to find the outline of the rock to determine the size, but also to make sure that there's no other rocks stopping it from coming out. And then I try and find a nice edge that I can either get my fingers under or get my groundhog tool to pry it out. There's a separate little rock there. Alright, this is going to be a bit more work than I thought. Turn you on a sec. Bit of work, but I managed to pry out the rock in the end. Better angle here. Using my tool to basically lever it out. I can actually see my target now. Can you see that there? I haven't pulled it out yet, but I do know what it is. We have a $1 coin. And again, a special edition. I think we've done pretty well for special edition coins today. So this is 100 years of the Anzacs. Funnily enough, I have pretty much a complete $1 collection, but I don't actually think I have this one. So awesome. That's great. Let me get a year for you. 2014. So a more recent one, I suppose. Let's double check the hole, make sure that was it. Yep, that was just a false beep, I think. Beautiful. Alright, we'll take that. Let's keep going. 14, 15. Thereabouts. Jumpy as per every other target on this beach. Still around that same range. I'm already hitting rocks. So, not going to be a live dig. Turn you on a bit. That one was a lot of work. Again, full length of my groundhog tool down. I can see it now. We have, I believe it's a 20-cent piece. Hopefully not a florin. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? No, pretty sure I can't make it out, but I'm fairly certain that one. Yep, 20-cent piece. Awesome. Let's keep going. Getting pretty close to the water edge here. Don't want to go too far in. I'm really not dressed for the occasion. We've got a bit of everything again, but yeah, I've got sort of an 18 to 23 here. That is in sinker range. I don't really expect sinkers in this particular spot. See, now I'm getting 25 to 30, so alright, I'll turn you off. The water is right here, so could be a bit of work dodging some waves. See you in a bit. Winner. $1. Nothing else in the hole. I think. No, I turned it off. Oh, thank goodness there's nothing else in there, because that's a hard dig. You can actually see that I'm slipping in as I talk to you here, guys. And the water, and you can also see it. Oh, there it is. Whoops. Oh well. At least it's not as cold as it was when I first started the hunt. Alright, that was embarrassing, but let's keep going. There's two things I could find with the pinpointer in that pool. Rusty nail and another 2-cent piece. So that would have been the higher signals I was getting. Very good. My arm's very, very cold now. Not frozen, but you can see the colour difference, so very, very cold in there indeed. Let's keep going. Haven't turned you on for the last few guys because I've been working this entire crevice. There's still targets everywhere, but I'm just going for the good ones initially. So I think out of here I had a 2-cent piece. Yeah, over here was the 2-cent piece. Over here was a handful of rusty nails. I got a $1 coin out of here. And now potentially another $1 coin there, I reckon. They've all been very hard work to get out. And I've been using my groundhog tool because there's actually a couple of little crabs in here as well. I might see if you can see this guy down here. This one here. So I don't really want to upset them too much, but I also don't want my fingers getting chomped by their claws. So I'll try and respect those guys and see how we go with this next target. See you on a sec. It's a ring, but not the ring we want. Let's keep going. Targets to chase here. Got a sort of 19, 20 over here. And then over here, 35 to 39, a lot of grunts. So I like the odds of that target much more than that target. It's probably more around here, yep, definitely. So we'll dig a few things, see how we go. All there turned out to be 3 targets, 2 nails, 1 1-cent piece. Cool. This one was a wacky one, generally in the 20s but jumping all over the place. So down in this spot here, found what I believe to be 1 cent. This spot up here, another 1 cent. And if I chuck the pinpointer back in, we've still got something going on down here. So I haven't checked with the Knox to see what numbers are coming up now. Who knows, honestly. This is my last dig, so I'm making a count. I don't know, we're up here now. Could be a different signal. Oh, yep, I can see a copper rim. I don't know whether you can see that where my finger is, guys. See the copper? But that is another old 1 cent piece again. Cool. 3 so far. And I think I might have exhausted it now, guys. No, I think that might be it. That's likely going to be my last dig. So unless I find anything else that's cool, I'll see you in the wrap-up. Well, another day, another wrap-up. This one, as I mentioned, was a shorter hunt, so less treasures, but it was mostly good stuff. Did have a little bit of junk that I got rid of before doing this video. Sorry about that, guys. I know some of you like to see the junk that's collected as well to get a realistic feel of how many targets were dug. Typically, I don't find a lot of junk at this beach anyway. This is a lucky little one, but it's quite a rocky beach, so it's hard work to get the targets, but usually when you do find things, they're quite good things. But without any further ado, let's start going through the targets. So let's start with this stuff here. So there was a little bit of random junk I held on to, so just a nail, a washer of some sort, a little bullet tip that's been squashed, a couple of sinkers, not many at this particular beach. Possibly one of the more interesting finds of the day was what I think is a handmade dog tag. Now, after cleaning it up a little bit, there are a bunch of numbers on there. It doesn't seem to equate to a local phone number for the area, either current or historical. It might have even had a couple of initials on this side that neither my husband or I could make out after cleaning it up. But it's certainly, going by the handwriting style, I'd say it is older. And I'd say, unfortunately, someone's pooch has just lost that when they've gone out for a walk. So, yeah, not a lot we can do with that, but pretty cool find nonetheless. A bunch of coins on this particular hunt. So, a couple of goldies, 50 cent. It is a special edition one. I haven't cleaned these up. You might be able to just make out the 50 in the middle there. Kind of a fancy looking one. A couple of 20s, a couple of 10s, or rather 1 3/4 10s. He's a little bit worn away. 5 cent pieces, a whole heap of 2 and 1 cent pieces, which I'll clean up for handing out to kids. And my first pre-decimal for that particular beach. So I'm pretty excited about that one. So we have ourselves a 1952 3p, which is very, very cool. I do like my silvers, so that is a 50% silver coin. Very, very cool. that's it. Nice and short and sweet today, guys. Plenty more hunts lined up for you, so I look forward to showing you those. Please like this video if you did enjoy what you watched. By all means, drop a comment. I love replying to all of these comments, guys, so thank you for continuing to motivate me to pump out these videos. And if you haven't already, I'd dearly love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. I know my hunts might not find iPhones, watches, that sort of thing every time, but I do hope I'm entertaining you with what I do find. But yeah, any feedback's always welcome, guys. Thank you very much, and I will catch you on my next hunt. Cheers.